snooped on my husband's Reddit and discovered he's always wanted kids but never said anything because I didn't want them. Now I'm starting to think I might want them too. I'm using a throwaway since he probably knows my regular account and I don't want him finding out that I know. This actually happened a few days back, but I can't stop thinking about it and I need to talk about this somewhere. My husband told me that his stance on kids was along the lines of kind of undecided but overall not a good idea. He always said he used to want kids but changed his mind later in life. I wholeheartedly believed him until I decided to snoop. We're both pretty avid Reddit users, and he wanted to brag to me about how many upvotes one of his comments had. I watched him as he clicked on his profile to find it, and I caught his username and a glimpse of another comment where it looked like he was talking about me. My heart raced as I clicked on his profile, knowing I was crossing a line but unable to stop myself. When I searched his profile later, his posts revealed unexpected truths. While he'd written lovingly about our relationship, numerous comments exposed his deep yearning for children, something he'd hidden throughout our decade together. He described choosing me over parenthood, yet mourned the impossibility of having both. The discovery shattered my assumptions. For nearly 10 years, he'd maintained a facade of agreement while privately grieving. Guilt consumed me knowing I'd unknowingly denied him this fundamental desire. Yet something stranger happened. His words sparked unprecedented doubt about my own convictions. At 32, after lifetime certainty about remaining child-free, I found myself questioning everything. Fantasies invaded my thoughts. Accidental pregnancies we'd embrace, tiny hands reaching for mine, bedtime stories, and morning chaos. Last night, I'd even imagined my birth control failing and us accepting fate rather than seeking termination. Every practical objection crumbled against our reality. Homeownership, stable careers, my flexible remote schedule, eliminating daycare concerns. The reversal terrified me. Was this genuine reconsideration or merely guilt-driven accommodation? Would delayed parenthood become future regret? Could attempting motherhood lead to devastating remorse? Might his current acceptance transform into eventual resentment? Looking back, I wished I'd never discovered his account. Ignorance had preserved our seemingly perfect dynamic. Now, uncertainty poisoned every interaction. The post exploded beyond expectations, drawing thousands of responses. Comments ranged from supportive to critical, many calling out my hypocrisy and sharing relationship issues online after discovering his private venting. Their points stung but felt cathartic, like consulting countless tiny advisors perched on my shoulders. Anxiety consumed me preparing for confrontation. Despite typically excellent communication, this conversation felt insurmountable. Should I reveal my shifting perspective, potentially raising false hopes? The next evening, he immediately noticed my stress cleaning frenzy. Before I could strategically broach the subject, he asked directly about my obvious distress. My confession tumbled out. Apologies for privacy invasion, acknowledgement of reading his posts. His response stunned me. Laughter. Not anger or hurt, but genuine amusement. He'd already found my post. Despite altered details, my writing style and situation proved unmistakable. My assumption he'd miss it among millions of submissions proved naive. He guided me through careful analysis of my sudden maternal impulses, demonstrating how they stemmed from guilt rather than authentic desire. His Reddit comments, he explained, had been poorly articulated. Loving me hadn't meant sacrificing dreams. It had fundamentally transformed them. Marriage revealed preferences for spontaneous travel, late romantic dinners, uninhibited intimacy without schedule constraints or noise concerns. He hadn't surrendered fatherhood for me. Being together had authentically changed his vision of fulfillment. The heartbreak he'd mentioned wasn't ongoing sorrow, but past grief, mourning imaginary children and releasing lifelong assumptions. Like my recent upheaval, he'd experienced confusion and fear while his perspective shifted, though his process spanned years rather than days. Our conversation concluded with renewed commitment to remaining child-free, though we'd implement regular check-ins about our feelings. One commenter later challenged this resolution, noting my apparent enthusiasm when actually considering parenthood. They suggested fear alone prevented me from embracing genuine desires. While their observation held merit, my husband's insights had genuinely dissolved the temporary baby fever. Without revealing his specific arguments, too personal for public consumption, I can only affirm he understood my psychology better than I did. No coercion occurred. His explanation simply illuminated how guilt had manufactured artificial longing. The crisis passed, leaving us stronger and more transparent about monitoring our evolving perspectives together. Looking back now, I see how those difficult months shaped us both. We emerged different people, ready to face whatever came next.